All right, we're here. Finally.
Hey.
My fault. No, nobody else's fault. My fault. All right, so we'll do the abbreviated wrap up from last time since we're running so behind. So the party finally made it to the city of Flint. They met with the commander there and delivered the letter successfully. Still sealed and intact. He was a very interesting character. Liked to get all up in people's personal space. And then he did have another job for the party to take on. He said that there were some creatures out in the marshlands to the west of the city that he didn't have the manpower to take care of because he was dealing with, orcs and goblin attacks and gnolls and stuff like that. And he couldn't even deal with another creature that is, attacking his men. So a number of his men have gone missing, and he has asked if you guys will go and check it out. And you guys gladly took on the job. Do you remember how much you were going to be paid?
I have it written down.
1,000 each.
Yes.
It's based on how many fins we bring back. If we
Your
bring
boss?
one fin back in information, it's 500. It's 500 plus because our sorcerer convinced him to up the price, and then it's more if we bring back like bodies and etc.
Right.
Living and
Yes.
dead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's 300 for a live body.
I think it was 150 for a
dead body.
Dead one, right? And do you remember how much it was per fin? I didn't get that
50.
chance to go back.
50 gold per.
50 gold. I was going to go back and look, but and the info was 500. It could be higher per person, depending on how good the information is. So. All right. Okay, so you guys are in process of leaving the keep there. You were on your way out. By the way, I think you guys did level up last time, so if you didn't, you probably need to go ahead and do that. As you were going out, Aubrey was sitting down to open up the sealed envelope, and Buck stopped and asked him a question about whether he had seen, another, humanoid like him before. And he said he had, and he would tell him if they came back and was successful on their mission. So Buck closes the door as he's popping the seal on the envelope. Ziri watching kind of out from the hallway there. And the rest of the people kind of just making their way on out. So you guys are making your way back out to get your weapons, and that's where you're at. So as you walk out the front door, there's a number of guards just around here and there. But there's the guards that were watching your weapons. They seem to be alarmed. They have weapons kind of drawn, and they're pointing it at the shed that had your weapons. And they're backing away. One of them is over there kind of shaking his hand, just like kind of on the ground a little bit, and is just looks like he's holding his arm a little bit.
What happened?
And
I want to approach him.
You guys notice a little bit of glowing kind of coming from on the other side where they're pointing their weapons at.
I just sigh and ask what happened.
I walk over to the man on the ground holding his hand, look down at him and go, "I told you not to touch my weapons."
Oh, yeah. Like he's just writhing in pain, like he's just trying to shake it out of his hand, like it won't go away. And as you get closer, Meridius, you notice your trident is kind of laying over on the ground, and it is glowing.
I'll reach down and pick it up.
Okay, as you reach
slightly.
Okay, as you reach out and pick it up, hold it out, and the glowing kind of just starts to slowly fade in towards where you're holding it on the handle.
And then I'll put it on my back and grab my shield and my mace and look
The
back
guards-
at the guy on the ground and go, "I told you I'd know if you touched my weapons."
He's just not talking. He's just still in pain. The others kind of back away and pull their spears up, kind of a little less aggressive.
Can
And
I do a religion check on this? Can I see if this is like a magical effect or a religious effect?
This would be. You could do a religion check, probably. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to see if it what kind of scary magic juju this is. That is a bad first roll. That is a solid 3 plus 5, so 8.
8. Not really sure. You've seen all different types of kind of weapons out there. This one is different, so it's yeah.
I notice her. If I notice her staring at the weapon, I might look as well. Not that I
Okay.
do any better with this. What? Oh yeah, this will be bad.
You might roll better than me. I rolled a 3, so you can't do much worse.
Oh no, I rolled a 15 and it's plus 2, so
Yep, here we go.
So 17.
I've read a lot, so I've been locked. I've been
Kai
locked. Kind of
runs up and kind of gawks at it a little bit as you're picking it up and kind of holding it out. You know, he almost kind of bends over and kind of like squints at it, like, "Is that what I think it is?" And then Kai, you think this is some type of like blessed weapon, like it's been like some divine presence has touched it at some point in time, is what you kind of feel.
So I would kind of being very careful not to make contact with it because I've read a lot.
Yeah, we've seen what happens then.
Yeah, and yeah, Kai likes all of his fingers. I'd say yeah, that I've read about weapons like this. That's very very rare. You must be really important to your deity to have a weapon like that.
At which point I'm gonna turn and look at Kai and tell him, "Just remember, this isn't just a fork."
I didn't say it was a fork.
I think we all can agree upon that.
Kai just kind of looks back and forth nervously at that point. Like,
No, I give him like a little wave back. You're good.
I'll put the bow back in the bag of unlimited cookies and other stuff, which is what I have named it in Roll20.
Yeah, I kind of look at the rest of the group. I'm like, should we go and find Winora after we retrieve the rest of our supplies?
So while you guys are doing this, so Ziri and Kai and Buck, you're very drawn in on the weapon. So could I get Mordecai and I guess El Real? I feel like I'm leaving one person out here. Because we don't have Winora with us, right? So could I get?
Yeah. If somebody wants to play, if we want to do like a whole play as another person's character thing, we have Keltash as well.
Keltash. Sorry. I am forgetting Keltash. All right, so Keltash. So if somebody wants to roll for Keltash, someone wants to roll for El Real, and then
Sanasi, if anybody, but that's a lot.
Yeah.
We don't want to double up too much.
And then Mordecai, I want y'all three to roll a perception check. So if you want to roll, I'll pull up the character sheets here.
That's better than my first roll. Let's see what his perception is. It's a 10.
10.
Got a 15.
All right. 10. 15. All right.
Look at how tiny my D20 is.
That is a very tiny D20.
It's made out of obsidian.
So who are you rolling for,
That's
Anna?
cool.
I did Keltash for 10.
Keltash.
Sounds about right for what he normally used to roll.
So that's a 12. Okay, and we got a 15. And did anybody roll for El Real?
I can.
Okay. His is a +6. So
then It's a 12 because I rolled a 6.
Oh, okay. So 12, 12, and a 15. All right. So
Nice.
the two that roll 12 don't notice anything, but Mordecai, you kind of get a flash of light that kind of just happens. You hear, and it's almost like a little bit of air kind of brushes across your cheek, and this flash of light kind of happens out of the corner of your eye, and you turn around, and Stanasi is nowhere to be found, but you could have swore she was right behind you a moment ago.
Oh shit.
Where did wasn't
What?
wasn't she
Mary
behind me?
turns her head like around.
There was the girl, the Nazi, right? She was here, right? A second ago. I do not know what happened.
We'll have to
I'll-
handle that later.
Yeah.
The others are kind of looking out. Ariel's looking around.
I just grab my supplies and I start heading over to the tavern.
I promise it had nothing to do with my weapon.
You're fine, Meridius.
I did not do it either. I still have my rusty dagger.
Kai
No.
spends the rest of the walk back to the bar, looking at his hands, slightly concerned that he may have done something.
I just
Did
I
do
one track
that?
mind. Ziri will handle this in the morning. She's gonna go and
Kaltesh
find
is like,
Nora.
I don't know. I really don't think. Was she with us?
Yes.
She was with Wynora, right?
No.
Are you sure?
Let me do a history
You
check.
should be with
I think
me.
it's like one of those things where everybody thinks it would happen, but it really didn't happen.
Diz, can I roll a
Keltash.
history check to see if this is
Keltash.
bullshit?
She was with us.
history
to broker
check?
the deal
Yeah.
What
for the
what's-
gold.
Remember
technically-
from 30 minutes ago.
Technically, it is history, but usually
It
history
is.
is longer than.
It happened
History.
10 minutes ago. Technically, that's history. History check, please.
I'll let you roll an intelligence check if you'd like to see if you actually
alright.
remember if she was there or not.
I think she should have rolled an intelligence check to see if she could
18.
pull off the history
18.
check.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that she was with you guys.
She literally walked outside the door with us.
Calder says, "If you say so."
I
I'm pretty
do.
sure we're gonna find her with Wynora. He goes over and gets his stuff up.
Keltash, she brokered the deal for the extra gold for the information with the commander.
Oh yeah. I must be distracted from. Yeah, let's go.
I look at him. Does he look okay?
He seems a little flustered ever since he came back from, whatever. He kind of went off to one of those shops and came back. He seemed to be a little flustered. So,
I kind of like eye him when I'm walking over to the bar. I don't want to go into the Keltash hate when he's not here.
All right. So you guys make your way back to the bar there, the tavern.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you go back and you enter the tavern. Let me see. What was the name of the tavern? I don't have it here in front of me. Okay. Anyway, you go back to the tavern. Inside the tavern, when you go in, it has like a small little foyer, and there's two doors. One that is open that goes to the left, and one that is closed and goes off to the right side.
I look to whatever door is open.
Okay, the door that is open, there's some noises coming from in there, clanging of some glasses and stuff like that. It sounds like, people might be in there eating and stuff. There's like some chatter going on.
I'll go in
No
there.
real noises coming from the door on the right.
Yeah, I'll go to the left then if there's people there.
Okay. So as you enter, there's, it's a dimly lit room. There's a bar out in the middle. There is a woman running the bar, a human, and various people just kind of littered throughout.
Okay, I look for Winora.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll a perception.
Okay. There we go. Finally getting a good roll out of this die. That is an 18.
18. You look around and you're pretty sure that you've looked everywhere. You can't find her right off.
I go over to the bartender.
Okay.
I don't know what
Yeah.
everybody else is gonna do, but I'm gonna ask, where did the half elf with the pink hair go?
I'm just following Ziri.
Pink hair. Yes. Well, I give her a drink and then she, I think she left with a rather short gentleman. I think he was wearing some robes. He might be from the temple. Maybe she went to go pray.
Okay.
She'll need to pray after the shot of liquor that I gave her.
I have
By
a
the
pretty
way,
high
are you
passive-
new to town?
She doesn't answer that and starts walking away. I got a
Rude.
passive insight check. Does that let me know that she's being pretty honest?
What was your passive insight?
15.
15. Yeah, I mean, from what you could tell, everything she said was on the up and up.
Then I'll go out and I'll look at the rest of them and I'm like, you can do whatever you wish. I will find her.
Okay. I mean, did the rest of you stay outside or?
I'm
don't
following
really
Ziri.
know what to do.
Yeah, I'm very one-track mind. Like, I'm sorry. She's just trying to, like, find her to make sure she hasn't gotten into any shit.
Mordecai's gonna go into the establishment there and sit at
Okay.
the bar
All right.
because he is real freaked out about almost dying.
All right. Meridius, I imagine Kai would follow Ziri back out,
Yeah.
in and out. And Meridius, what are you doing?
Kai also apologized to the barkeep.
There you go.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep an eye on the TV.
Very, very, very sorry. We're in a big hurry. And
yeah, she winks at you as you're kind of scurrying off. So Meridius,
Right.
what were you doing? Sorry.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the tiefling.
Tiefling, so you're hanging out. Are you hanging out right with him, or just kind of Elril
You're
and
doing the whole 2
Keltash?
tables over.
Elril and Keltash kind of sit at a table, kind of off to the side there.
I'll sit beside him.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So Mordecai goes up to the counter, and barkeep comes over and says, "So, you new to town?"
Yes, I am. I am very new to this. Is the first town I've been to over here.
Oh, well, you look thirsty. Let me get you a drink.
Oh, thank you.
She gets out a bottle from the counter down low there, sets it up on the bar there, and it's like a darker bottle with no label on it, and she sets a glass up and pours the liquid in there, and the liquid is like I think it's like a reddish color, and it's dark, but it's not like thick or anything, but it light doesn't easily pass through it. And she's, there you go, bottoms up, make you feel right at home.
Is it very strong?
It depends on your disposition.
Okay. I look at Meridius. I go, do you think that it is safe?
For judging from the look of what's in that glass, you may be on your ass shortly if you consume that fast enough.
It has already happened once, right? At least this way, it's my choosing. So
That is true.
he takes it and
Alright.
just
Could
slams
you
it
make-
down.
Did you make a Constitution saving throw?
A portion of the
Sure.
group are gonna be absolutely hung over, hammered.
So
Oh
it's-
god, that's a nat 1.
Yep,
Nat
there we
one.
go.
Okay. Mordecai takes the shot and he just goes backwards. He's on a stool and he just goes backwards to the
I feel
floor.
like it's Doc Brown in Back to the Future 3, where he's got the one drink he's had all night, and he finally drinks it, and he just
Yep, he just falls back.
It's when Mordecai is hungover when he finally figures out magic because he can't understand what else is going around in his life.
So it's the Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster.
That's nice.
So Mordecai hits the ground, bam! And Meridius, you look down at him, you look back at the barkeep, and she says, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then all of a sudden, Mordecai pops up. Everything is just swirly and liquid-like.
Why are you spitting, Meridius?
I told you if you drink that too fast, you'd end up on your ass.
Oh,
The barkeep's just chuckling.
oh,
It always gets a good laugh. He'll be fine. Put a little hair on his chest.
I do not need hair on my chest. Do you have anything that maybe perhaps won't kill me?
And what you're saying that, and that's what you hear in your head. But what they hear is,
It almost sounds like Infernal.
Oh no!
Yeah. She's like, is that infernal? I don't know. I don't speak that.
To be fair, he does speak infernal.
Yeah. That's why I did it, tieflings, yo.
Yep. He just is checking himself to make sure he's all there. Oh, he goes and sits back down at the bar.
Yep. That's what you
It's
think
just-
you
and
do,
just-
but you actually sit
and
down
just-
in the middle of the floor.
And he's just holding on to something.
It's Meridius's leg.
Lightweights.
So, are you new to town too? She's shaking the bottle.
I wouldn't really say new to town would be an understatement. But I will not partake in whatever you have behind the bar. Somebody has to get this when I'm back out of here.
Yeah, I
Mordecai
guess
goes,
so. We
"Thank
can't have
you."
everyone laying around the floor.
But of course, it comes out as verse And then under his breath, you hear, "Kill your friends."
All right, so she puts the bottle away. While you guys are, gathering up Mordecai, Ziri, what are you doing?
Go into the chapel.
Or Wynora, is there anything you want to interject at the moment or anything?
Chapel. Oh,
Are you
muted.
muted? Think you're muted.
You're mute.
There
Be
we go.
able to go into what she's gonna do, because
Okay.
oh, very good. So how over the top am I, or am I kind of coming back to it a little bit?
You're coming back to it at this point a little bit. The effects are strong, but
Right.
they are very short-lived. And it has a really good aftertaste.
Ooh, good. Nice. So we're in a... I'm going to look around just to kind of see where I'm at before I talk to the guy.
You seem to be in, it looks like a small like living quarters, probably inside the temple. No real windows in this, so it's probably more interior to the structure. Very simple belongings about the place. Just some robes and like a few books and stuff like that.
And do I take him to be a pious man?
Probably yes. Yeah.
So I'm going to look over at him. So my mind's a little bit foggy, but I'm coming to. I was wondering what it is that I might have been talking to you about. I see you have a very nice little place here that we're in, and I'm feeling kind of cozy.
You were very forward, and you wanted to come back, so we came back here. I thought we would talk about some religion, maybe.
Yes. I don't know how to pray, and I really wish I could learn exactly how to pray. I heard I need to go on my knees first.
He's like, he can't hold back a smile.
Great job.
Yes, right here. Just if you get down on your knees.
Sure. Can I ask why a man of your stature might have been? Last I remember, I was at a bar. As I'm kind of just dropped down a little bit, and I'm probably still like at his height.
Sure, yes, very much so. He says, sometimes I frequent that establishment looking for people who need to repent, people that are lost.
I have a lot of demons inside, and I need to release them.
Yes. I feel that too, yes.
And as I'm looking at him, I take my hands. I'm like, do I put my hands like this to pray? And as I put my hands over, I'm gonna start saying some words, but I'm gonna go in kind of celestial.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, and what I'm gonna say in celestial is, this tattoo of mine disguise myself. And I'm gonna put my hands like this as I go into prayer. And what I want my disguise to come out to be is my skin. I want it to start turning green.
Yeah.
I want like an underjaw to come out with my teeth coming up, a black mohawk kind of fall into the back.
Yeah.
And then I want my my manta ray fins to look almost like, maybe not necessarily dragon-like, because I may have not seen a dragon, but just looking kind of scary. And as I come out of that and I'm looking at him while this is kind of like happening in front of him, I'm going to be like, and the demons inside of me are real and they're taking over.
He's kind of sitting on the bed, and he has now climbed like halfway up on the wall. He's just, what are you? He's like searching around. He like kind of moves across the top of the bed and gets over to like the nightstand and is like fumbling for his holy symbol. He holds it up and says, "Be gone, demon! Be gone!"
Your symbols will not stop me.
Oh yeah! And then he kind of hunkers over as he drops the symbol and just kind of covering his head at the top of the bed.
I kind of look at him, and then I'm going to find the exit.
Yeah.
I'm going to make break for the exit. In form still, make break
Okay.
for the exit. I find the door to get out of there.
Okay. It's as you go out that door, there's like a hallway with a bunch of doors in it, and you just go down towards the end of the hallway, or
And I'm going to kill the disguise.
okay.
And I just start chuckling while I'm just kind of running. And I might
You just
vomit
hit-
a little bit on the floor.
You just hear whimpering coming from the room.
Yes.
All right, Ziri.
Mama is on her mouth when I come and approach her.
So you were walking into the temple, right? So as as one door is kind of walking out into the main temple area, wiping a little bit of vomit off, you kind of run right into her there.
Ooh.
Your breath smells atrocious.
What I drank was phenomenal.
I look at what's on her finger and I'm like, sure it is.
I'm trying to flick it off, clean my face. Oh, sorry. Oh,
And Kai, you're there too, so
Yeah.
in tow.
We have been
Yeah,
approached
I'm
with a
just
job.
watching.
whew, my head is pounding.
It will start tomorrow, so you may want to recover in the night.
What's happening?
Unless you work well drunk. I don't
Oh,
know.
fine. Well, I seem to have put on a good performance while I was drunk.
Just kind of looks at you. Do you want to elaborate or do you want to move on? We're moving on. And she
Okay.
just starts walking out.
There does that weird thing where she turns around and her head's still kind of looking at you for a moment.
Ooh, you definitely know how to turn heads.
It
Start
is
walking.
my own.
So as you guys are making your way back out, it's past midday, because it took the last leg of the journey into Flint was probably about a half a day's travel. So it was getting to be about midday when you were meeting with the commander. So it's well past midday. If you guys are looking to head out or looking to lodge until
I
the
was
next
going to go
day.
check on the rest of them because they stayed in the tavern, which means, drinking.
And I'm gonna follow along with them. No
Siri
shenanigans.
appreciates
There was only light drinking, thank you.
She doesn't
Yeah,
know
one
that.
drink.
She just knows that you guys stayed at the tavern.
So you guys, I guess you're still in the tavern. So all the three of you go back and meet up with the others in the bar. And Keltesh looks and sees Winora coming in and says, "Where's Stanasi?"
She's taking care of lady business, I guess.
See, she knew. She knows. She was with her, and she
I
knows.
just shake my head at Keltash.
I'll look over at Ziri. I have no idea. Wasn't she with you?
He has some memory issues.
This will
Yeah.
be fun.
Real kind of eyes you and says, "You out having fun, causing mischief?"
Just letting out stress.
Good.
Don't worry, nobody earned their red wings.
We've got a job to do, so
Yeah.
focus up.
Yeah, I sit down on the table with Meridius and dang it, I forgot your character's name, Clan. I'm sorry. Mordecai. I'm just like, do we want to inform her of this now or later? I do not recommend we start today, if possible.
I wouldn't really bring up our order of business in this establishment.
And then Mordecai says, "What do we need to do?" But it comes out.
Is it actually infernal so I can understand him, or is it just really slow common?
It's infernal, but it's still slurred.
It's like Cockney infernal.
Yeah.
Kiri's like, I got one word of that. You're gonna have to calm down.
Oh, he didn't get like
He
this
just
last
starts
time in
crying. He just breaks down.
I give him like a tiny talon pat on the back.
He's like, "I just wanted to make my way, and now I'm here in this strange place, and no one understands me, and I almost died."
Maybe we should get some rooms. I say, like, patting him.
He just goes, "Oh."
Is this an inn as well as a tavern, or is the inn across from the way? I can't remember.
There looks like there could be rooms in this place.
Is this the
I'll say
airport
that.
Holiday Inn?
I'll go.
You
to
probably
the
have to ask, but
Yeah.
it looks like it's big enough to have rooms in.
I'll quickly ask the bartender if this is an actual inn.
Well, we have some rooms, but
Are they occupied?
sometimes they are occupied. How long do you need a room for?
We would probably be staying the night, so
The night. So that's
without sexual intention. I don't know about all of them, but
You're probably looking for the other establishment then. Just on the other side of the temple, down the road a little bit on the right, you'll find an inn over there. I think that's what you're looking for.
what's its name?
It is the Slow Gnome.
Well, thank you for your help, ma'am.
Anytime. Hey, anytime you want a drink, just come on back here.
I do not partake in alcohol. And she turns around.
First one's free.
I go back and I'm like, who wants to carry
Mordecai's
this
like-
one? And I point to Mordecai.
You know, knock your socks off.
Who wants to carry this one?
I'll grab him.
I think I can walk.
No, you cannot.
I walk over to him and I'm just gonna pick him up.
Pick him up. So as you guys are starting to head towards the door, Stanasi walks in the door.
Don't vomit on me.
My tail's just whipping around.
Stanasi
yes,
walks
hi.
in the door of
Stanasi,
the
hi.
of the tavern there as you guys are on your way out. And you
Hello.
kind of run into each other.
Ooh. Ooh.
What's wrong, Ziri?
Just stares at you. You disappeared on us.
See, what happened was, I don't know.
Rican, you're here.
He's been here.
Oh, I sent you a message, Mario. There.
I didn't-
So,
Hey.
I didn't get a
Okay.
chance to. That's okay.
Oh,
I didn't get a
welcome
chance to
back.
check it. Yeah, 1 second. Excuse the mess. I'm just settling in. Actually, I gotta hide from the camera for a second.
Hide from the world.
Pretend I'm not here. Just keep doing your thing. Pretend I'm not here.
I go ahead and grab Stanasi and I say, we're going to the inn, and drag her with me.
Okay. You guys
I
make your way
happily
over.
follow. I tell Ziri she doesn't have to drag me. I'll go to the ends of the earth with you.
Gives you a very weird look. Like an owl giving you a weird look is not a look you want to have.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if you know what the weird look is. Stanasi. I don't know if you've been around Ziri long enough to know what the weird look is.
Probably not.
Owls are actually very, very affectionate. It's just they look really awkward and they hunch their shoulders, so it's like their feathers start fluffing up.
Like a pissed off English lady, an old English lady, all the time, no matter what.
Mm.
I'm really upset, by the way, Diz. I just saw your message and I'm really upset.
Okay.
Rip.
I'm gonna respond to that. But yeah.
So I'm gonna go and find the slow gnome, and I kind of wait to see if everybody wants to follow me or not.
Of course, Kai follows.
Yeah, yeah. No, we're yeah.
No, I don't even look for
Mordecai
Kai.
doesn't have an option.
Yeah,
I'm dragging him, well, holding him with
yeah.
me.
Well, Mordecai needs to have his little pity party in a place where he can do it.
It's not, the alcohol is brought on the pity party prematurely.
I'm
Yeah.
holding. Can I hold him with one hand, kind of slouched around where my bicep is kind of in his stomach? So every time we kind of walk, it kind of flex up into his stomach.
The fireman carry.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta roll a strength checks for that.
I figure you was doing fireman or full on Baywatch.
Ooh.
All right, so you guys make your way down the street to the Slow Gnome. You recognize it because it has like a round little sign outside above the door, and it looks like a gnome that's kind of just dragging its feet, kind of.
There's been a lot of very good like artists done for their signage. Like somebody seems to be doing really well here.
You gotta find this person; they're loaded.
Yeah, they have to be commissioned.
All right, so you guys walk in, and there's actually a female dwarf behind the counter at the front of the inn here. She says,
Hail.
Say
I
hello,
would say-
Mordecai.
She
Hey.
looks like a gnome.
"You are right, sir. I am not a gnome. Fuck those gnomes."
She doesn't look gnomish.
Mordecai says that, but he's just blah, 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 blah.
I'm gonna set him down, but I just kind of drop. He won't feel it. He'll be fine.
The real just steps over top of you, Mordecai.
He would. He would.
Do you have a large lodging for multiple peoples, or do we have to request separate rooms?
It's really whatever you guys would prefer, I guess.
If
I
we
mean-
could take we
Are
could
you guys friendly with each other, and you could share a room? Really up to you.
I stare at the rest of them. If you require separate rooms, I will not pay for you.
I am real friendly with everyone. And I look over at El Real and Mordecai.
Mordecai's just holding his stomach.
I don't think we should leave Mordecai alone.
That's exactly what I was thinking. One room, please, if that's all right. I look at Meridius for like a second to see if he'll stop me.
Sure. 8 of you. You're gonna need one of the bigger rooms. So we'll put you up at the top floor. That'll be probably 4 gold for the evening for all of you.
Okay, I pay it.
All right, there.
All right, remove. Okay. And I'm not very strong, but I try and pull Mordecai's ass up there anyways.
Okay.
I watch.
I'll help with that.
Okay. All right. Because Kai's helping, I won't have you roll anything. But
Yay!
you guys put him up on a shoulder each and kind of pack him up the stairs.
As we're walking him up the stairs, I will give him a short lecture on the evils of drinking and why he should not do things like this.
Mordecai's just like, it's not my fault, but it comes out.
It'll bring out the demons in you,
I
man.
start having PTSD from like the past 6 months of my life.
All right. So you guys make it up. It's about 4 floors up to the top floor here. And the top floor is mostly just this one room, okay? So it is a pretty good sized room. It's a pretty good sized room. It has like 4 bedrooms in it and like a nice little sitting area in the middle with multiple couches of different sizes and stuff. So plenty of places for people to crash. Some of the bedrooms have 2 beds. Some have just one bigger bed. So what do you guys want to do for the evening?
I'm gonna lay Mordecai down with Kai's help and just be like, do you want to pity party now or do you want to sleep?
Both.
Get it out of your system. She kind of pokes a talon into your cheek.
I just don't know what to do. I almost died, and then the bar almost killed me.
So his language is starting to come back. It's slurred, but it's common now.
But I don't want to. I feel like I'm a burden.
I'm laughing and trying to hold back from vomiting.
And then I reach out and I touch Ziri on the shoulder, or at least what I think is the shoulder. my father, I said I was a burden, and I hate that guy, and I don't want to be that guy.
She makes
want
the
to
most
be
disgusting
helpful.
noise.
And then he reaches in and he's like, oh my God, it's this damn dagger. It's rusted.
I'm gonna slap him.
All right, roll an attack with advantage because he is prone.
Don't hit him too hard though. Pull
Natural
back.
20!
Natural 20?
You might
Oh
just kill
god,
him.
Ziri doesn't know her own strength, and accidentally she doesn't really smack people a lot. So, what would be the damage on that?
If you include my talons, it's 1d4 minus 1.
Or,
gonna
I mean,
die
you
from
did
1d4
you
talon
use your
damage.
hand.
It's 0. Oh no, I get double damage though. Fuck.
Did
I
you
rolled a
use
one.
your hand though, right? Not your
Okay.
talons.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no, it's fine. No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's just that's considered my unarmed, like
Yeah.
technically. Unless you want to work it like
So-
so that, like, I guess I wasn't like really trying to hurt him. So I guess
Right,
Oh.
and you just accidentally rolled a natural 20, so you really
You just
into it by
backsmacked him with your wing. That's all. You just.
So
that's all.
what was the unarmed damage? I mean, your strength modifier can't be that high, right?
Yeah, it's a 0. Like
A 0.
My strength is a minus 1.
Talk about a
so.
spicy buffalo
So
wing.
we'll give it 1 damage, okay? Normally it would cause no damage, but this time
Yeah.
it causes 1.
Ow! Why did you hit me for?
Because you're pathetic.
I lean forward.
Not pathetic. I'm having a bad time.
I know you are, but honestly, your father has nothing to do with this situation. This is what you feel you can add to the group. You were sent
I
here
don't-
specifically to hold on to pieces of paper. You have a right
I
to
gave the
Dagger.
paper.
Yes. What else? do
I
you
don't.
have?
Nothing. I don't know.
Really? You don't have any confidence in yourself other than cleaning.
No, it was just a job, and I was just trying to make some money so I can eat, and I don't
So you
know.
worked
I
at an
was,
adventuring party group,
yeah,
but you didn't have any skills in adventuring.
no.
Kai,
I've never been. This is my first adventure.
Kai looks at him and goes, "Hey, at least you had a father."
That's true.
Gosh.
Kind of vomit a little bit inside. Oh,
Yeah.
this is
I don't
getting
know. I
dark.
don't have any skills. I'm not like a tradesperson. I don't have any fighting abilities, or I don't have any magical abilities. I'm just me.
Okay, can you pay attention?
That is the only thing I can pay.
So you can listen.
Yes, I'm very good at learning.
Be alert. That's something very
It's the only thing I can
important
pay.
that you can add to the group.
Okay, I will do my best.
Do you
We can
have
probably
any
give
sort of
somebody
magic
tetanus
at
too.
all?
Not that I know of. No, I've never cast a spell in my life.
Well, spells don't. It's just. You can gain magic from other ways than just regular spellcraft. You understand this, right?
I know. My father used to tell me stories of my family line long ago being powerful magic users, but the only thing I ever saw my father cast was throw a bottle at your son.
Are you good at
Wow.
dodging?
I was very good at dodging. Or he was bad at throwing.
So Mordecai,
That's
so
one of
just
the
set the scene.
things.
Mordecai's laying in a bed, right? And
Yeah.
like there's 3 or 4 of you just around him.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for another slap. I'm just like laying on my hammer, like hit him again.
I mean, I would
How
understand if
hard
you
is my
want
door
me.
turned on? Sorry.
Turned on.
Yeah.
I mean, if we weren't sharing a room together,
You guys be sharing a room together.
we're sharing a room together.
This is a 6-person room. Yeah.
I need to step outside.
We can kick the other 3 out and just have a girls' night in.
We
I just turned to Mordecai and I'm just like, all right then. Well, if nothing else, you know to pay attention, you know to listen. This whole thing that we're doing is going to require gathering information if we can't kill any of these or capture any of these things. So try and pay attention, try and connect the dots on what these things want, what they're doing, how powerful they are, other things that might have contributed to them killing off the other forces.
Oh, okay, I will do my best. I promise.
And make sure not to get caught because you will get killed and I will have to save you.
I do not want to get killed. I have been very close to killed before. I don't like it.
Yes, nobody does.
Yes, I am sorry. Like I said, if you want me to leave the group, I understand.
She just kind of looks at you and just like, no, you're extra bodied. You're an extra body to add. It's not
Your
just
redeeming
one
quality
of
is that
people
you exist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have a pulse.
Yeah, you have a pulse.
Yeah, you have a
Therefore
pulse.
purpose.
You're
Siri-
a life that we can
Siri
afford.
is like, you have a pulse, therefore you have a purpose.
I guess that's good. I thank you.
Good talk. She turns around.
Okay.
Does anybody else have any questions? Any ideas? Anything that we want to
Kai
do?
pats him on the head.
Thank you.
Do you give him a cookie?
I do. Oh yeah, I give him a cookie.
Oh, thank you.
A little bit of a slight tear in my eye because this is very touching.
I look at Meridius.
I crouch down next to Mordecai and I kind of whisper in his ear so only he can hear. I'm just like, your dad. I mean, my dad didn't love me either, and we're still here, but we can be in this together. Just kinda
Wynora,
pep him up a little bit.
you,
Thank you.
like you're watching it and you're kind of finding the humor in it, and then all of a sudden you get kind of sad for a moment. You don't know why. It's just it hits you and you just it makes you feel weird.
Whew.
Just
Trying to like smile it off, but I can't. Fumble my hammer a bit.
I'm looking at Meridius when I ask those previous questions to see if he has any ideas.
I'm gonna sit down too. Hammer and
Yeah,
knife.
I start doing like my normal Ziri position, aka dig my claws into the couch or seat of some sort.
as you guys come back in there, Keltesh says, Stanasi, settle a bet we had here. You were with Wynora the whole time, right? Everybody just believes that you were there and brokered that deal that we got us more money.
I mouth he's having memory problems.
No.
All right, well, I guess I'm wrong. Okay, sorry.
You owe me 4 gold.
Continue.
She tries to joke, you owe me 4 gold, and then hoots.
Wait, Ziri made a joke? Love it. I love this Ziri. Sorry.
I snap out of it just a little bit, and I look over when I hear that just to try to find some humor,
Mhm.
take my mind away from, oh, parents. I don't
Yeah,
know if
it
I
kinda-
ever had any.
It fades, like the sadness hit you real hard, and then it fades away. So you're kind of feeling a little more normal now.
I like how
So-
Ziri was like, you don't question things, and now she's like, fuck.
and so like when I hear the whole thing with Keltash and them saying no, he was there, I'm gonna be like, no, they're totally tricking you. He was with me.
Well, she was with you, right?
Yes. Stanasi
Yeah.
was with me. Just to kind of pull his leg just a little bit more.
I'm just looking at Meridius, and once I get past my joke, I just kind of like try and refocus.
All right. So you guys chatting about the mission? Or you guys going out of the town? Oh, we got
It grew a bit.
a bit. Yeah, thank you.
You got a
Got one
biddy.
Toss a coin to you, Witcher.
Thanks for the biddy.
Thanks for that bit. Yeah.
Well, we may potentially need to catch Wynora up on what was going on, since she wasn't here for our meeting with the commander.
Technically, you as a person were here, Wiggs, Stevie. So, do you want to have like an actual like overall talk, or do you just want to say we told you?
Oh, so to get really into role playing, I tune everything out that I'm not a part of.
Okay, sure. I believe it. I've had people actually do that.
No, that was just me trying to hide the fact that I may have forgotten.
Also, legitimately, I wasn't here, so I would like to
Yeah.
have
yeah,
this
don't worry.
recap, please.
Yeah.
You know, like the quick version of it.
Does anybody want to do it, or should I do it? Because I have it written down.
Well, I have it
you.
written down.
Okay. Do you want to do it, Buck?
It doesn't matter, but I'm just saying I have it all written down as well.
Okay. I just wanted to know if you wanted to role play it.
Well, I was
Okay.
just the main thing that I can add to it is just what he was talking about on what we may face. But
Yeah, if you want to do that. If
so
not, I could just start us out. I don't know. Sorry.
I mean, we can just for the sake of time, just because I know we kind of started late tonight. And,
Do you want me to abbreviate it real quick?
yeah, just bullet point it, and we can
All right,
we can.
so last time you guys went and met with the commander and you were there for that, you kind of negotiated a better deal on the
Yep.
information that you guys are going to return. You're going to go out to the marsh and find these like amphibian reptilian creatures that have been sighted out there, and a number of the commander's men have went missing that have done patrols near the Jubeck Marsh. So he asked if the Avengers Guild would, go out, maybe kill some of these creatures, bring back some of the fins to prove that you did it, and then if you can bring back one of the bodies dead you get 150 alive, you get 300 gold. And if you bring back pertinent information, it could be 500 gold plus, whatever, depending on how good the information is.
Because
So
of your roll. So we could get up to 800.
yeah,
Holy
so
schmokes.
as you guys were walking back out, the guards were around where you dropped your weapons off, and one of them was on the ground with his hand hurt. The others had their weapons pulled. As you walked over, Meridius picked up his trident, which was glowing, and kind of lectured the guy on the ground about touching his trident. And
I really like that part of the story when they tell me.
then you guys got your weapons, and Stanasi might have been there, might not have been there. We're not really sure. Mordecai kind of saw a flash of light from the side, and Stanasi was not there anymore, if she ever was there. And so they decided, Kaltash was sure that Stanasi was with Wynora the entire time. So they went back to the tavern. Mordecai got a drink and hit the drink, immediately knocked him cold out. Ziri went over to the temple because the barkeep said that's where Wynora was, and ever since then Mordecai's been a little loopy. And from what you know, Ziri finds Wynora in the temple, and they come back to the bar, and that's where they meet you.
Okay.
And now we're all caught up.
Cool, perfect.
Ziri, make sure to mention that all we need to do is bring one fin. It sounds like this could be a massive amount of forces, and I do not know if we can handle taking one of them alone, bringing it back dead or alive. So, just for future reference, if we want to play it a little bit safer and not get, taken by them. Because there's at least been 20 or 30 seen. That is a very large force. And that is not all of them that they've been able to find.
If these creatures are what I think they are, there could be anywhere upwards of 100 of them that have not been seen.
What do you think they could be?
I dare not speculate due to the fact that either creature I'm potentially thinking of came from my plane of existence. And I feel like it's our fault they're here.
How is that possible?
That's why I'm here. Because a portal was opened from the plane of water to the material realm for these creatures and some others.
Do you know who opened the portal?
No.
All right.
A powerful item was stolen from my group, and I'm trying to get it back. There's also a member missing. I don't know where he's at.
A member of what? Some sort of order?
My race.
Oh.
It is
Well,
very vital that I find him.
If it is related to your search, hopefully this will be able to aid you some way.
Oh, our information and the commander is what will be vital to my search. He is supposed to be giving me information of who I seek once we return. If he stays true to his word.
Just nod their head. All right. Has anyone ever encountered other creatures like this? I've heard various things about my kind who ventured near this area, but unfortunately nothing concrete.
My travels, I haven't come across anything that sounds like these things.
Can't say that I have.
All right.
I'm passed out with a cookie in my hand.
What,
Yeah.
Like
what
half,
time of day
half
is it?
the cookies ate, right?
What time of day is it? This?
It's probably around, I'd say, probably 4 or 5, in the evening.
There's still so much time.
It's summer.
Luna agrees.
It's late summer, but it is summer, so it is, you know,
Good 3
still kind of
hours.
early in the day. Kind of still kind of you've got
I'd like to go out to
4 hours probably before dark.
I have a couple
Okay.
things that I'd like to do.
All right. So Meridius is going out. Is anybody just bedding down, or does anybody
Other
else need
than-
to go?
Mordecai.
Mordecai's
I think
out,
Mordecai's
yeah,
out
at the
for the
moment.
night. Yeah.
I'll
I make sure to
I'll-
put him on his side.
Yeah, I'll inform him, all of them, ahead of time that I know there are poisonous frogs there in the swamps. So you should be careful for any of those little critters near you, because if you touch them, you will die. That's the one thing I can tell everybody.
It's very helpful information. Thank you.
That's good to know.
Ziri just will probably just hang out here and actually like bed down when it gets like towards night.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's gonna
Alright,
hang
well.
out here in case anybody wants to talk.
Yeah, Kai as well.
Yeah. We'll have Elriel and Keltash also kind of chill out since their players aren't here.
They're playing a
Stanasi.
card game.
Yeah, they're playing a card game.
Oh, you said card game. I kind of want to play a card game.
I know. That's what I'm kind of thinking.
So I look at Wynora and because we're in a tavern, right? There's a
No, we're in an inn now.
we're in
There
an inn now.
is
Yeah.
there is
Tavern's
like a
separate.
small like bar area
Little-
downstairs, but not like the other one you were in. You know, it was a lot larger. This one's smaller. So it's mostly an
I'll
inn.
just-
So
I'll just settle in for the night. Yeah.
okay. Wynora, are you?
Do you want to get even more drunk?
You want to go
think
proposition another holy man?
I am thinking about it. It's too much fun. No, I better not press my luck. I think I'll hang out as well.
Alright.
But if is Mordecai's stuff right next to him?
He would have probably passed out with it like on him, probably. I would think.
Yeah, Mordecai doesn't really have much. So
Yeah, rusty dagger.
Steve
he
Dagger,
has
he's got
Rusty
something
Dagger.
something he seems to cherish. It seems, from what I remember.
Like maybe his dad gave him that.
And I
The
want
one
to.
gift he got from his dad.
I don't want to go like rogue and steal and stuff, but I want to take a look at the book. Take a look in the book
Okay. So you're waiting
for
Till-
people to kind of
kind of.
dozy off.
All right. So we'll
Catherine, right?
we'll
No,
take
he's out.
Meridius.
He
Yeah,
is
he's out.
out.
We'll take Meridius out on the town here and see what he's into, and then we'll come back to this. All right. So Meridius.
First stop I'd like to make is to the blacksmith shop.
All right. So let's see. Let me find Flint here and the blacksmith shop. All right. You find the Fear Hilt. As you enter, they're the owner, the human male, like sandy, like brown hair. You know, kind of got he's a little darker skin. He's got like soot and stuff all over him. Overhauls, like a white shirt underneath that, and just kind of behind the counter. He's looks like he was taking a break for a moment. And hey there, what can I help you
Hey.
with?
I have an item in my possession that I was wondering if you could tell me anything about. And
Maybe
at
I
that,
can look at it.
at that point, I'll produce the pickaxe.
Let me find it. All right, so I'll roll for him. See if he knows anything about it. Dark. He looks at it and says, "It's awfully small for a pickaxe. You think it looks like a gnome pickaxe to me? This funny marking right here. I don't know what this marking is.
I was unaware myself. I found it pretty much in the southwestern portion of this continent.
It's just like a rock, like a small rock pick, like not. Yeah, it has to be for a gnome, for sure. He sets it back up on the counter. Sorry, I can't tell you much more than that.
It's fine. I figured I'd have to ask around a few places to figure out what that symbol was.
I don't really know of any gnomes in the area, really.
So, what are your prices for, like, smithing equipment?
Oh, smithing equipment. Let me look. Let's see. So that'll run you about 20 gold pieces for a set.
Then I may have to swing back by here and take you up on that after we complete a mission that we have currently.
You're an adventurer then.
I am.
So, well, if you have a job, you're probably not interested in any other job. So,
Well, it depends
How-
on the job.
well, there's a house nearby that it's actually right over back behind the shop here. It's just all through the night. It's just weird, like moaning noises coming from it. I've went over and kind of looked in, but it looks abandoned. I don't really know what's causing the issue. I haven't been in Flint for too long, but I asked around, and some people said that a girl used to live there. It's been a while back, though, probably before I came to town here. I didn't know. I don't know what's causing it. I'd be willing to pay a little bit to get a good night's rest, if you know what I mean.
Have you seen anything
Well,
when you've inspected, other than just hearing the noises?
roll a persuasion check.
30-20.
30-20. He kind of looks at his feet for a second, then looks back up at you kind of sideways and says, well, I didn't want to say, but it makes me sound crazy. But I think it's a ghost. Kind of looks into your eyes for a moment.
So just one?
You believe me?
I mean, there's all kinds of things that could happen in this world. The undead not being able to find rest.
Well, I mentioned it
Necromancy
to
causing
one-
problems.
I mentioned it to one of my friends, and they thought they acted like I was crazy, and I haven't told anybody else this. I didn't know who to call.
You're basic.
Well, I can't make any promises of being able to look into it immediately. I do have a set of other individuals that are with me. I will relay this information to them and see if they are willing to willing to check it out and see what we can figure out or lay to rest, depending on if it is a ghost. What would you be willing to pay for that? Mainly so I can inform them.
I really don't know what is a good price for adventurers.
What's the going rate for ghost hunting?
What I kind of what do you think is a fair price?
Well, I mean, if it's a ghost and we have to lay it to rest, I guess that depends on how vicious the ghost really is, how hard it was in its life of when it died, on how vengeful the spirit really is.
Well, I don't have a lot of gold on me, but I have wares. I could offer you better deals, maybe, or
I mean, better deals on being able to get better armor is never a bad trade-off.
I do have some runes and stuff. I have a little bit of skill in runecraft, and I have some various items, armor, weapons.
Okay.
It doesn't look like you would be interested in that with that fine-looking weapon there, but maybe some of your adventurer friends.
Well, I mean, runes can go in multiple things other than just my weapon to help me become a better soldier and a better fighter overall. So I will relay this information to my fellow adventurers, and we will look into the matter. Like I said, I made no promises on what we will or won't do, but I will relay the information.
Thank you. And my name is Anthony. He reaches his hand out across the counter.
I am Meridius.
Okay. He shakes your hand?
Yes.
Okay.
I held out my hand as I said.
Okay. All right. He shakes your hand and says, "Yes, of course. I understand you have another mission. Whenever you're done with that, just having this taken care of will be a load off my shoulders for sure."
One more question before I depart, so you can get back to what you were doing. Are you hearing these noises and everything only at night?
Mostly at night, yeah. Most of the in the day I'm down here in the shop, and then so it's pretty loud down here. So I don't know if there's noises during the day, but when I try to go to sleep, that's when the racket really keeps me up.
Okay. Well, like I said, I will give them this information, and we will at least look into it and go from there.
Thank you, Meridius.
Have a good day.
And you exit out. Were you going anywhere else?
Yeah, I wanted to go to a item shop.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
One that potentially sells potions.
Like an apothecary or something. So there is the place that Keltesh went to earlier, the Olive Wing. There is also a general store.
Let's
both of those
head to
might
the-
have potions, depending
let's
on
head
what
to
you're
the
looking
general
for.
store.
You make your way, down the street, and you find the Road Heart Supply Shop. As you walk in, there's a male halfling, red hair, kind of a little wild, and standing back behind the counter, probably on a stool because he is above the countertop, and just has like freckles across his face and very like fair skin. And he says, "Hey there, stranger. What can I do for you?"
Good afternoon. I was wondering if you had any potions of healing.
Of course, we do. Not a lot of the stronger ones, but we do have some good mixes here. We get them from local providers. And he kind of reaches under the counter a little bit, and he pulls out a couple of potions and sets them up on the counter there. Here are some very good ones. They'll treat you just right. And I do believe potions are... I think they're 50 gold each. Let me look. Maybe overpricing those.
What was the item?
Just a healing potion.
Okay.
I know I defined it.
It should be 50 for the basic.
I think it was 50, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So they're 50 gold each. There's 3 of them there. If you buy the 3 of them, I'll give them to you for 130.
And that's all the stock you really have of potions?
For
now,
today,
anyways.
I could order some more if you're going to be in town.
I may need them after we get back to town.
Going out for a patrol or something?
We're going out on a mission to gather information in the marshlands.
Oh, the Jubeck Marsh. Yes,
So
I've heard some scary things going on out there. Not that marshlands are places I want to hang out in the best of times, but rumors of people going missing.
which is why more than likely I may stop by them after our return and get some, because we may need them.
Very well. I'll have them right here. Probably have some more in maybe next couple days. So, anything else I can help you with? He kind of puts them back under the counter.
Have you heard any strange going-ons behind the blacksmith shop?
The blacksmith shop. Oh, you're talking about Anthony. Anthony's blacksmith shop. You're talking about the old rundown house back behind his shop. Seems like a girl used to live there. It's been a while back. She was a weird girl. Always hanging around in the bars and stuff like that. That's where I'd see her mostly.
Is there anything that you could tell me about her?
Let me think. And I'll roll to see what he remembers here. Oh, yeah, he remembers a lot. Natural 19. Actually, really weird detail. She was hanging out in the bars, but she wasn't... I never saw her drink a drop. Never frequenting with men or anything. unusual. Weird details. She did kind of have eyes for one of the soldiers around at the time.
Do you happen to know if she's still there or? If
No, seems like now this is a really specific detail, so I'll see if he remembers this as well. So separate roll. Okay. No, I don't really recall. I just don't see her around anymore.
Did you ever know her name?
He kind of scratches his chin. I don't really remember her name. Maybe like a flower. One of the flowers. He's kind of doing this like he wants you to feed him suggestions. He's like, I think it was like Lily. I think it's Lily. Her name was Lily.
Do you happen to know the soldier that she had eyes for?
I don't. I just remember very specifically one evening in the tavern that she went up to a table of soldiers, and I don't think it went very well. They were laughing and going on, and she ran away. It was really a sad moment. It kind of stuck with me a little bit, but I don't know. I don't remember. I don't really know any of the soldiers. Honestly, I try to stay away from them.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
Okay. So I'll see you when you come back to town.
Have a good day.
All right, Mauritius, you leave there.
I'll head back to the tavern.
All right, so you're heading back.
To the inn.
Winora, so you are sneaking into Mordecai's room?
I don't think we ever closed the door. So
I would
He's
need
just
you
laying there in his
I would need you to
clothes,
roll
passed
a
out cookie laying in his hand.
I would need you to roll a stealth check.
Oh.
can I roll perception on this?
But we're gonna go with passive perception because I don't think anybody's really on alert, right? You're not suspecting an attack from within here.
Mordecai is that.
I'm just hanging out.
Dead to the
I'm playing
world.
cards, thinking of butts.
I'm just
Thinking
hanging
of
out.
butts.
I was the only person staying by myself on the sofa.
This is gonna be -1. So
Doing
actually
that super awkward bird thing where you're just kind of like plopping as like a little
six?
loaf.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
so
heard that. We all heard
you're
that.
kind
all
of
heard
yeah,
that.
you're kind of trying to ease in, and you can't like the door's kind of slightly closed, and you press it, just open, and goes.
Ah,
Ruby
dang.
just snaps her head like a full 180 degrees.
And I'll say, I'll even start saying, I'll be like, oh, it's such a big klutz. I'm gonna keep walking into the room.
That was dumb.
Wait, you're gonna keep walking into the room?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys don't have real good
Crazy,
sight
dude.
lines into the room, so unless you actively get up and move, you can't see what's going on.
Nope.
We're all friends here.
Waffalo up in this bit.
If she takes longer than 2 minutes, Ziri goes in.
Okay,
Mine.
so you're on the clock. 2 minutes. We're going.
I'm kind of
So-
fast, but maybe not that fast.
That's what she said.
Yeah, boy.
Let's see your investigation check.
No, you don't want to see that. So I want to examine his book and see if I can read it, and potentially maybe the secrets to unlocking whatever he needs to unlock might be in there. But I'm doing this in a very mischievous way instead of asking him about it.
You got to find the book first.
Oh, I will search all up and down for that book.
Use detect magic.
All right, so you're searching him, right?
Oh, I'm searching, and I see
Okay.
a cookie too.
So I want you to roll a sleight of hand with advantage first.
Sweet. Sleight of hand. Oh, -1. So
This bodes
With-
well.
With
This is gonna be
advantage.
great. With advantage.
All right, so I get to roll. Well, let me roll one at a time, real quick. So that's 16 because it doesn't have the -1 on it,
Okay.
and a 1. So we'll go with 16.
Good job.
All right, and your passive
good thing he is
perception. So you
passed the
beat the
fuck out.
passive perception of Mordecai, who is unconscious.
Well, I would hope so.
You never know.
You grab the wrong thing and wake him up.
Ooh, that's bigger than the rusty dagger. Oh.
Wow. Anyway,
We did not need to know.
That's not what I was going for. I was going for his
Oh.
book.
it's unofficial.
All right, so roll an investigation check as you're trying to find this book.
Yeah. Oh, investigation. I think I can do that.
Roll a 1 for me, please.
Unconfirmed.
Investigation is a +1. Let's go. So I will add that here. An 11.
11. Okay, so like you can find the book, but right as you kind of find the book where it is, Ziri has her head in the doorway, and you
Having
kind of
fun.
catch her out of the corner of your eye.
That's almost as terrifying as what I did earlier. You've got to teach me that. That's amazing. So it's exactly what it looks like.
You're stealing.
Yeah. I'm going to take everything he's got, his rusty dagger, that cookie in his hand. And
Do I believe anything she says that comes out of that mouth?
Roll an
sorry.
insight check.
Can I use
I
my
mean,
passive? Like I'm not.
I'm gonna give you advantage with
Okay,
it.
okay. Let me do it.
so sarcastic.
I'm gonna use my teeny dice.
I like
I
how
love
you was like,
these
it's
dice.
exactly what it looks like.
I hope you roll 2 natural ones, just so you believe
No.
her.
No, this is really sadly high.
Oh.
Sad.
Well, we would expect it to be
Sounds like my high
19
school
and
years.
22. So 22
20
is higher.
22. Yeah, you don't believe.
I
I mean,
rolled a
you
17
do-
plus 5.
You do believe that she's looking for things, but you don't believe that she's gonna rob him blind. No.
Wow, you're the most terrifying person I've ever encountered.
He has a book that he seems to cling to. And y'all were talking about unlocking potential within his poor sad self, and I thought perhaps the book's the answer, but I wanted to read a little bit. He said it wasn't interesting, so I was interested.
I like reading.
I think it had to do with Waterdeep and maybe some other things of that sort, I think.
I do
don't know
enjoy
what-
new knowledge.
I like to read
She
sometimes.
closes the door behind her.
Ziri steps in and closes the door.
Yeah.
Now you just can't leave.
All right.
Then let us read a book. I'm gonna continue finding the book.
She goes ahead and starts like flexing her talons.
So, we'll just read a certain page then. How about that? So you just open the book to a page there and start reading, and
Is it
It's-
in common or?
it's in common, yeah.
Oh,
And,
wow.
There are some parts in Elven, but some parts in Infernal, but a lot of it is in common. And as you start reading through it, it seems to be like a journal of sorts, where this guy in who's writing the passages is looking for like objects of power, or and then you flip to another page and it's like he's going to some ancient temple, and looking for access to possibly a divine presence there.
Is this on the continent or on a different one?
Well, it describes where it is. It's so the first one was probably in Faerun. The second one talks about how they went to the southern part of Karator, where the Dragonborn are predominantly, where they predominantly live. Then you flip to a few more pages in, and it starts talking of. It talks about how he went to meet one of his old friends on Katashaka, and when he went to find him, he wasn't on the Gray Island. He talks about how the laboratory was still there, it's still in full operation, but they didn't know where he had gone to, so that concerns him. He writes a little note there. I need to look into this later as I have more time. And then you kind of flip a few more pages, and it starts talking about how he's gone to the Feywild at this point and looking for powerful beings in the Feywild. It doesn't ever tell you why he's trying to find these powerful things. There is a passage, though, as you flip to another pages. It's almost like he is talking about how he had the power. He was in that moment and could have taken that object of power and probably set everything right. But sadly, that object is now with the gods and is out of his reach. So. And as
part of,
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that last part of it gave me a very much of like a Frodo Baggins with the ring before he gets tackled by Gimli. Or Gollum, I mean.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. All right.
And as you read that part, and you guys are just like honed in on the book, Mordecai, you start to wake up a little bit.
It's killing me. What?
Theory covers like her head, like her like feathers up in her head, like staring towards him.
What is going on?
Oh, there's a cookie for you. We were so worried about you.
Yeah, there was a cookie, but I ate the. Oh, I did not finish eating the cookie.
Crush it.
I hate crumbs in the bed. So why are you both in here with me? And then I look over and I see what's in their hand. And they're like, why do you have my book?
Oof. Yeah. Needed reading material.
But the book was in my pocket.
I was here to make sure she didn't steal it.
And I was making sure that I didn't steal it. So I read it.
I give her a pat.
Or did you?
On her arm because she's super tall.
Yeah, like the elbow.
Yeah.
See, I told you nothing interesting in the book.
I don't know. It seems like someone's life history has been very focused.
It is it is a relic, as you would say, I guess, of a person who lived long ago, or supposedly lived long ago.
Within
He
your
was
family?
From what I've been able to piece together, he was possibly, yes, a member of my family. But apparently he was also a hero of Waterdeep. He had many adventures with his traveling companions, but it was long ago, and I don't know if it's all true.
And you wanted to hide this from her because...
I didn't. I don't know if any of it's true. I don't want to say, "Oh, look at this! I'm descended from great heroes and stuff," and maybe a little bit of that's in me, and might not be
Aw.
true.
You felt a little bad for yourself.
I always feel
Over
bad
in
for
Sri Lanka.
myself. It's kind of my thing. I just, I want to be important. I want to help people.
Perhaps answers lie in the book. How much of it have you read?
Not much, just pages here and there. There's a couple of names that appear.
Hmm.
There's one. Apparently, the person who wrote it, I believe, is named Siloran.
Have you ever tried looking into, like, trying to find history of these people to try and figure out if they are related to you at all?
No, I have not, and since I'm on this continent, I doubt I will be able to find much. But I do keep reading.
You never
I
know.
try to place what is written with what is in the history that I know.
History and folklore are willing to spread out quite far. It's just how much they're warped that becomes the issue.
Yes.
I mean,
There's a lot of stuff. There's something with like a brother, and it's a child, and it's very interesting, like I said. But and like I said, many adventures, but I don't know if it's real.
Does sound interesting. Parts of it are written in a language I don't know.
parts of it are written in a language that I don't know, but she probably does.
And she probably knows because she seemed to really skim through those portions. So I
Yeah,
was just like,
Elvish isn't my strong suit.
Like I said, I like reading the stories to, maybe think some of that is passed down to me.
It's a good thing to do. Maybe it'll give you more confidence if you try and view it from their perspective. They might have felt exactly like you did when they started out their adventures.
Maybe. I'm hoping maybe it will unlock something in me someday.
I
Or
hope
at
this
least you
isn't
set me
rude.
on the right path.
How old are you?
Me, I am 25.
Oh,
I just kind of look at her like, what?
I'm curious of his age. I actually don't know mine. Funny. But he seems young.
This is my 25th year.
Human
He'll
age
be-
is strange.
What is yours?
15.
15?
We live a short amount of time compared to our brethren.
Oh, thank goodness. No, I'm just kidding. It was a joke.
I could eat you.
Wait.
She could. Those are sharp claws.
I take that the wrong way.
Be careful, though. She could go for the eyes.
Well, perhaps the book lies answers. Or maybe you
Maybe,
need more near-death experiences to wake up your...
I do
Whatever.
not want any more near-death experiences.
Hit him again, will you?
I hit him when I want to. I could hit you when I want to as well.
More often.
May I have the book back, please?
She's the one holding it. I was no longer touching it after this conversation.
I'll hand it back to him.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sleep well and enjoy your cookie.
You'll never talk
crumbled
to
it.
this about anyone else.
Actually, what?
And she like touches a claw on your lip.
Okay.
Good. She goes out with Wynora and shuts the door delicately.
So, Meridius, you walk back in as Ziri and Wynora are walking out of Mordecai's room.
Ah. That's a lot.
I have a feeling that I may need to know what the hell happened to you while I was gone. But anyways, I just shake my head.
All right, so we'll skip ahead to the next day,
Now let's sleep.
and
Was everybody awake when I got back except for Clan's character?
even Clan's character Mordecai
awake
is
now.
awake, kind of,
He's
yeah,
in
a
his
little bit.
room.
Yeah, everybody else was probably awake as well. Yeah.
Then, before we skip to the next day, I'll go get Mordecai and bring him out to the
Okay.
common area for a moment. I'll knock on his door.
Oh, come in. I come to
Okay.
the common room.
I open it up, tell him I need him to come out here for a minute.
I will be right there.
Ziri's on the couch with her same exact talons.
We're never getting our security deposit.
Yeah, her same exact foot talons in the same spot. It's just going in deeper.
Yeah, the couch is ruined.
So while I was out in town, I found a blacksmith that informed me that we may have a potential side job that we could not necessarily get paid for, but get discounted rates on armor and equipment, and potentially runic upgrades, modifications to our stuff.
What does he
The,
request? Sorry.
He has informed me that the house behind his blacksmith shop, he hears these moaning noises, especially during the nighttime. And on a couple occasions that he's went over to look, that he claims he has seen a ghost. And has asked us to look into it for him if we have the time.
Do you think it will be quick? We still have about an hour.
I mean, we could potentially go and have a look.
I assume ghosts will come out at night, so this is the
Right.
best time.
The only thing that I would think of is if the ghost, if the person died and it is a ghost, if they're vengeful, we may have a fight on our hands. If the noises and the moanings is from a sad ghost that's clinging to this world for reasons of sheer sadness, we may be able to lay it to rest fairly quickly.
Let me ask you, and I don't think Elreal has this power, but do you have a way to detect the evilness or goodness of an area? At least today? Because I do not. That would be an easy way to tell if the ghost is in an area and if it is evil or good.
I have the means to be able to tell if something's celestial or demonic.
Basically, I have something that can see if there is undead in the area. But unfortunately, I just do not have it today. My god requested me to be able to be prepared for battle, and that is what I did.
If we are not totally prepared, perhaps we should wait till the next evening to
I'm prepared
investigate.
for battle, I'm just not prepared to check ahead of time if a creature is good.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, divine sense works that way, right? It's like I can.
Yeah,
detect
you
all
can
that stuff.
you can detect celestial, fiend, or undead. So
Yeah,
a ghost
so-
would be technically undead.
So yeah, I always have that, unless
Alright.
or until
No,
I use all four.
You have to activate it, but yeah, you do have it. The ability.
Well,
to
yeah,
do it.
but I mean, I have that separate from my
Yeah.
spell slots. as
Yeah,
far
my
as-
Yeah.
mine's a
Mhm.
spell, so I have to pick it out
Yeah.
every single day.
Yeah,
You
I've
do.
got that on standby always. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I have that.
All right, well, if you'd like to check and see what we have to do to help it process along or exercise it, then this is what you decide is best.
I just didn't. I wanted to give all of y'all the information prior to telling him that we would do so. I told him that I would relay the information to my party, and then that we would look into it when we had the opportunity. Because I didn't want to speak for everyone else involved.
That's appropriate. Thank you. I just look at the rest of them. Do you all want to hunt a ghost?
I smile.
I will go with you. I don't know how much a rusty dagger will help with a ghost.
Tickle. Bye.
Just keep yourself from being possessed or killed.
I will try my best, but we know that seems to like me.
Well, Knowles like you.
That is true. Yeah, I've never encountered a ghost before, so this will be new for me.
If you're possessed, I will exorcise the demons from you. A pious man taught me how.
I
To
do
pray.
not trust
Oh.
her.
I
Do
appreciate.
not listen to what she says.
Do not. Okay, you're a liar, very bad liar.
What? No, grab my wand and just rest on it.
I mean, as far as our options go, we could always wait until we return from the marsh.
I think that might be the best bet.
Well,
If it's as bad as they say it is at the marshlands, we may want to be fully rested and ready
Well,
to go.
no. How it is. Sorry, maybe I miscommunicated. I meant if this is a short activity, we can do this, come back and rest, and then be fully prepared the next day. If we have to attack the creatures the next day, the amphibious creatures, then we will be partially unprepared for the next smaller task. That's what I was thinking.
Go for ghost.
You guys are more learned on this than me, so it is whatever you all want to do.
I have never ghost hunted before either. I just thought that would be a more prepared now than sleep, then onto the more major activity.
Just throwing this out, I love pain and anguish and causing sorrow, but could we even hurt a ghost? Like some of us here. Some of you say you can detect or know of their presence. You could probably hurt it, but could my war hammer hurt this thing?
And
Is it
Mordecai's rusty
magical?
sword. Rusty dagger.
It is a
Magical?
rusty dagger. Thank
I
you,
mean,
not a
my
sword. This
performance
is a
with
rusty
it-
dagger.
My performance is magical with it, but in itself is standard.
I would assume everything not of this world, at least imbued with a little bit, would be able to harm it or affect it in some way. Otherwise, I just do not think that slicing a ghost would work very well.
Meridius can probably fix it with that glowy fork he's got.
Oh, that's right, from the story earlier.
The trident.
Well, we may not have to fight at all. It all depends on how the girl died.
Mm.
Yes. So, I guess the call is, do we want to check this out now, or do we want to prepare for our main objective tomorrow morning?
Let's find the soul, the restless soul. I'm ready.
That is one.
I will follow you no whatever your decision.
I vote to rest, but if the party goes together,
Stanasi. Come on, girl.
Kai.
I go where you go.
Then I
I'm gonna
guess
look
it
over
is-
at El Real.
Yeah.
He
I'm
just
sorry,
kinda
he's just been
shrugs.
so quiet.
So it looks like it's up to you, Meridius and Ziri.
I mean, I think you can. My idea was the one former, so.
Well, with the information I've gathered, if the ghost died of, I guess, sorrow, then it should be fairly simple. If she was killed, then we have a whole nother process that we have to go through to find who it was that killed her before we can put her to rest.
As long as she does not attach herself to us, we could continue this another night as well. Ghost can wait
yes.
forever.
Yeah, as long as she's not possessing somebody else.
You
Right.
think she's possessing someone?
No, I mean, as far as in our group, as long as she doesn't possess
Oh.
somebody, we're fine.
Right. If it is more than just a I'm sad that I'm still here thing, then we have to have time to investigate.
Yes.
Yes.
So let's just go and check on the ghost.
Yes. I look at everybody and I'm like, who seems the most scared of the idea of ghost hunting? Just an overall glance at everybody.
I am not afraid of no
AKA,
ghost.
who has low wisdom? Do I have to roll for that? Who has the lowest wisdom?
You can roll to see who looks worried.
Okay.
So that would just be a perception check.
That's good though. I rolled well.
was
It
good.
is a 19. Who's the weak
I
little
would-
bitch?
I would say Keltash
Of course.
probably looks a little worried.
The
Okay.
one that can't remember nothing and can't see nothing at nighttime.
Yep,
Sounds about right.
sounds
Of
about
course.
right. I go over to Kaltash and I'm like, "Are you worried?"
No, I'm not worried.
I go ahead and pat him and cast heroism on him.
Okay.
So, for
He perks up and says, "I'm not worried at all now."
let's go.
He's the first
I'm
one
not
up
worried.
to the door.
It's a line before we
I
leave.
just dust my hands off.
Ooh.
All right. So you guys make your way over to this house, right?
Is New Zeri a powerhouse of old Zeri or what?
I like New
Jeez,
Zeri.
it's a little spooky around here.
I like my new Hell Dracula
Once
too.
we get to the outside of the house, I'll use my divine touch
I
or
wanna be-
divine sense. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
I want to be near the front, so I guess I'll be with you. Yeah, I guess I'll be up front as well.
I will be up front as well because I know I can attack it if necessary.
I'm
Alright,
just
so-
confident.
As you approach the house here, you find the blacksmith shop and you make your way around. The road that it's on is not as well kept as the one, where the blacksmith is. And as you come up to the house, there is a pile of logs out to the side. But they look like they've been there a long time. They're very deteriorated. The house itself you can physically tell that it is not in great shape, but it is made of stone. So it is, still standing. The roof is, thatch and probably wood. And there are some probably holes up there that you can probably see as you're approaching it. And there's a single door on the front of the house. There's windows that blot around the house, and there's nothing blocking them really. There may be some old ragged curtains in the way, and it's getting to be dusk, but it's still daylight. But there seems to be only one door into the place around the front side.
I will go ahead. By the way, Keltash has 3 temp HP for
Mhm.
until we meet the ghost, and then it'll go away. This was literally just to kick his butt in gear.
Is
pretty much.
this a multi-story or just one story?
It's just a single story. Yep.
It's a single-story Victorian home.
It's a multi-part story about a single-story house.
5-bedroom, 3-bath, located on 1.25 acres.
What is the down payment? Because we may be talking tax right now. Demi's coming
Guys,
in
we're
soon.
ghost hunting. Get gear.
Listen.
Remember,
I'm
this lady still
Stanasi.
lives here.
I'm a hero in Adventures Guild. My budget is 1.2 million gold.
exactly.
And I'm exclusively looking for haunted houses.
Yep.
Today's
Look at
episode.
this house then.
I'm an adventurer in the Adventurers Guild. My wife sells potions at the potion shop.
Okay. The first three of us are just like poke our heads in through the door.
All right, so you guys are
One
approaching.
over
All right.
top of the other.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
so-
Ziri's the smallest, so she's like all the way at the bottom.
Or should I be
Alright,
at the very bottom and
so-
I'll stand on me?
We got Ziri up front, and then who else do we have?
It's Ziri, it's Meridius,
and myself.
Wynora, and Ziri.
Yeah.
Okay, and then who's kind of behind them?
I guess I'm right behind them.
All right.
Definitely.
Mordecai is behind them with his rusty dagger quivering.
All right.
And look at Mordecai and tell him, "Ruh-roh, we may be in trouble."
I turn around.
Man.
I turn around. I'm like, you should not have the dagger out. If it possesses you, you will stab us with that dagger and give us tetanus.
Important safety tip. I will put it away.
Okay, so you
Ask
guys.
for Mordecai snack.
Oh, who opens the door?
I'll
I'll
open
do-
the door.
Oh, he'll do it.
Okay. All right,
They
so
both
you reach out.
awkwardly like touch each other.
But
Turn the handle.
right as I grab the handle, I want to go ahead and cast Divine Sense as
Okay.
I grab it.
So as you cast Divine Sense, you don't detect any fiends, undead, celestials in the area.
Not even. No, I'm just kidding.
So as you turn the door and it kind of
Oh.
just squeaks open, because it's you can see the door is it's still intact, but is not in great shape. The hinges are a little rusty, and you kind of push it open. As you look inside, it's like a hallway at first, and there is wood flooring, not the best quality, but in certain areas you can tell that there's been leaks in the ceiling and caused some water damage there. The walls are just a stone, like the outside. It's just the same type of stone inside, and you can see all the way to the back of the house. There seems to be like a dining room table or something that you see at the end, and then the room kind of goes off, opens to the left, and you can't really see what's going on there.
No ghosties.
I don't sense anything.
No, there's some light bleeding in through the windows, and
Well,
Is it kind of dark in there?
but the question is do I not?
it's getting
sense
dusk, so a
anything?
little bit. You don't sense anything now.
Well, no, I mean, you said I don't sense celestial, fiend, or undead.
Hmm?
You're saying I don't sense that at all around me? I mean,
Yep. Sorry. I was focused in on. So you
I have
do
a
get.
tiefling near me. I know I sense
You
at
do
least
get-
one thing.
You get a little bit of a not a strong presence, but like a faint presence of fiend and celestial coming from behind.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a feint, though. It's not.
Right. I don't mention it, but I go. I look around. I don't sense any undead.
Well, I'll go in.
So before Wynora goes in, because I know Keltash is probably somewhere in the middle with us, ahead of us, and he can't really see the dark.
Mhm.
I turn to Wynora and I'm like, can I see your weapon for a second?
Sure.
And-
Which
and then
one?
I touch it. Your big old. What is it? What is that?
A warhammer.
Yeah, the warhammer.
Yeah.
And I touch it and I cast light on it
Oh. Wow.
so that we can
Yeah.
have a little more light in the house as we're walking through.
Keltash
It lights
stand
up.
near Me. Wow. This is cool.
Keltash kind of moves up next to you. All right, so Ziri kind of pushes by Meridius and enters the house.
Yeah.
Does anybody follow or?
I look at Keltash and I'm gonna ask if he wants to follow, since I have his light. If he wants to come with me, because I want to go in.
Yeah. How long does heroism last?
It's gone. It was only a
He's
minute.
gone.
It was just to get
He's
us
just
past
like-
it.
He's just like,
What if I let you hold it?
He reaches, he takes the war hammer.
I'll let him hold on to it.
It kind of just almost like
Yeah, he can't use it.
Does it make you feel more powerful?
he just swings it and almost loses balance, bumps into Stanasi.
You and you,
Sorry.
you and Mordecai. Y'all are funny.
Human.
Hold on to that, and if you decide to come in, come in. If not, that's fine.
He kind of props it up on his shoulder.
I'm already into the dining room.
I'm gonna
Oh,
start
shit.
walking inside, and I'll have my whip ready. Just
Okay.
in.
She's starting to look like
I
down.
followed Ziri.
Yeah.
Okay.
House.
Yeah,
Are
Are
I
you
walk in
already back
behind.
there? Okay.
I walk in behind Winora, but as I'm walking in, I tell Keltash if he sees anything, just to holler.
Can
All
I
right.
do an investigation
Real
check
would.
since I had the most amount of time walking in?
Elreal would probably come in through the door and like slink up against the wall. I would think that's how he would play things.
Go with that.
Kai would probably have scurried in somewhat behind Ziri, I would think.
Yeah.
So he's not right on her, but he's close by.
Wait,
And
I
then
haven't
it
punched Ghost yet, so.
leaves
is
Mordecai
this really crowded?
and
Or is there
Kelta.
kind of enough space?
It's like a 15-foot hallway. Like, I mean, it's a pretty good sized hallway.
Because I was just like, are we just kind of real bunched up? Because then maybe we
It's
need
15
to-
feet wide, and it's
Okay.
pretty long. I mean, for that leaves Mordecai and Keltash. Keltash looks at Mordecai and is like, "Should we go in?"
I believe so, yes.
All right.
I do not want to be trapped out here with a ghost.
After you.
Okay.
Okay, so you go in behind Stanasi, and he kind of comes in. As he comes in, he reaches back and closes the door. Just.
Why?
Dumbass! Dumbass!
Oh. Sorry, and he opens the door back.
Everybody calls him a dumbass and he opens the door.
From the other side of the house, Ziri just yells back, "Dumbass!"
She heard it creaking. She just knew.
So, you guys, let's see. I guess Kai, Ziri, and Meridius can see at this point. As you come on up, it seems to be just like an open room. It looked to be over on the left-hand side, maybe like a kitchen area. And there seems to be a couple of like countertops, and there's some various boxes and crates and barrels. There is like a wash tub that is it's still got some water in it.
Oh,
And
That's gonna be
Toaster
grody,
in the wash
man.
tub.
that's gonna be grody.
there's a fireplace off to the left-hand side wall that and a door off to your left as well. On the other side of the fireplace, you notice what looks to be like a chest sitting over there.
Okay. I'm gonna make an investigation check to see if there's any like worrisome things, like any claw marks, any drips of blood, any like weird like broken like pieces where they shouldn't be, like messed up floorboards, anything like that.
Okay, so I would just roll probably a generalized perception check since you're just kind of scanning the room.
Okay.
Unless you're inspecting a certain area.
Okay.
then we'll get
just
more.
overall perception then.
Is there any incantation that brings about these spirits?
22. I rolled 19 and then a 19.
22. So you kind of are scanning the room, and we'll let everybody else come in as I'll tell you what you see as they kind of filter in here. So you guys are moving up the hallway, right? You're not just standing in the hallway, right?
Yeah.
Are there
Oh, yeah,
more
no.
doors in that hallway?
No
By any
doors,
chance?
no.
Okay,
No.
yeah, then I'll move up the hallway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll fix
So
it.
you guys kind of filter into this room up here, and are just kind of placing you about different places.
Wait a second. What are you
Oh.
doing?
I don't see anything.
He's-
on.
No, we
He's
can't
building
see it. We can't
He's
see it.
building it.
No,
he's-
he's
he's
had it
doing
for a while. Ever since he asked us our order, he would have probably set it up. I know how GMs work.
And that's
So-
where we end tonight's session. No!
So
No, we started late.
Ziri, as you're looking around the room, you're looking for like scratch marks, and I mean it just looks like it's ran down. You don't see any blood
I
out
just
here
want to
or
look
anything.
for active signs of somebody being killed in their home.
Yeah, I mean no blood
They're
stains on the
closer next to
floor.
the bathtub.
No like scratch marks on the wall or on the floorboards that you can find.
You put me in there, and you will become the next victim.
So right now, I mean, there's some various crates and barrels, and there is a chest next to the fireplace and a door.
Soldiers used to hide in barrels filled with wine. Sorry, that was a Dream Theater song.
I guess I'll go to the next door then and see if I can try and open it.
Okay.
What-
Yep. So the
What
door
does
just.
what does the house smell like, Diz?
What does it smell like?
Ooh.
It's musty smelling, like it, like there's been water leaking in here, and just kind of rotting the wood and stuff like that.
So no smell of death of any kind.
No, not in here. No.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll just.
This seems to be a rundown house.
I'll just try and
so
open the next
Ziri,
door.
the handle turns and opens right up. As you open the door, you kind of peek inside a little bit, and immediately you see off to the right-hand side, the fireplace on this side. There's a fire like a matching fireplace on the other side that must use the same, stack to go out. And then in front of the fireplace, there is like it looks like in pretty good condition, an animal skin rug, a large one, maybe even like a bear on the floor. And as you kind of look, there's a bed, across the room in the corner. And looks like some type of chest or something at the end of it. And then there's a couple of like bookshelves or stuff, with like some old books. Looks like some of them are deteriorating and stuff like that. But still looks like they're where you're at. They look like they're intact. There is, as you get the door finally fully open, you see an odd thing straight ahead. Though you see what looks to be like a workbench and this odd-looking contraption, like glass kind of contraption that kind of comes up to like a funnel top, and it has a glass chute that kind of comes up and over and back down to another glass bulb on the floor.
Yep.
On the workbench, there seems to be various items, and like there seem to be like knocked over and scattered, and there seems to be like maybe some books or papers scattered about. And on the floor next to it, there seems to be a large like blackened area on the floor.
How dusty is it in here?
This is very dusty, yeah. Like if you have allergies, roll for allergy check. So
I'm an owl. Owls don't have allergies.
All right. What do I add? Oh God.
Well, you're sneezing. Also, you rolled a 1. Way to go.
I put my arm back and push her away. Check another door.
that's the only door. That's the only door.
Dang
So-
it. Okay.
I just need to blow harder. I'm sorry.
Blow away from the crime scene.
All right, so I'll put you on the map here just so you can see what I'm looking at.
There we go.
Fine. Ooh.
Uh,
It looks
I-
as dreary as I thought.
Yeah, I turn around to Meridius and Wynor, and I'm just like, if you enter here, just be careful of that corner. We don't really want to interrupt whatever went on. I start entering.
I'll
Nice.
follow.
I stay right here, just to get a better look of everything.
So, I mean, you see a crate in the corner now, and that's about it. I mean, there are the 2 bookshelves, which are here, and the bed over here with the chest at the bottom, a crate up here, bearskin rug, and some type of workbench down here with some weird glass contraption next to it.
How nice
And-
is the bearskin rug?
Do what?
How nice is the bearskin rug?
It looks very nice. Like it is completely out of its element here.
It's exactly what I was thinking. Okay. And do my talons make marks in the dust?
On the floor, yeah. I mean,
You
yeah,
said it was very dusty.
it is
so-
very dusty. It doesn't look like anybody's been here in a long time.
Just lifts up like one talon, starts shaking it. Watches
Just
the dust fall.
blackened. Yeah, just
I just kind of like call like, do you two want to come in or?
I want to come in, but I can't grab my character. Sorry.
Name, PDH.
I don't know what to do.
Zeri starts walking in
should be able to
circles.
now.
There we go.
Oh, I can't.
No, I'm just kidding. I will.
can't.
Here, I get you guys. I thought I had it fixed, but
As I look at the bear rug,
I'm the only
gonna-
one free. Everybody else has been possessed by the ghost.
Yeah. I look over.
Oh
at,
dang!
your souls are mine.
I look over at Ziri as I see the bearskin rug, and I look at it.
We gotta fight
just
Shang
to make an
soon.
awkward, pun. I look at the bear skin rug, and I said, "Sometimes I like to lay bare too." Then I'm just gonna walk closer to the rug.
And as you say that, I walk in and say,
All right, you guys should have control of your token. So, you
No,
guys,
let him
what-
let him do the joke, please.
is,
I gotta
is
hear.
the
I gotta hear.
I need to hear the joke.
no, we're good.
I'm sorry.
Hey, come on, Ryu. Come on, nah, come
on.
on, man.
Come on.
Stanasi heard it, and I said
So-
it loud enough.
As you guys are like chatting in here and kind of joking around a little bit, the sun creeps back behind the mountains and it gets really dark. Now, most of you guys have dark vision, so and the hammer is well lit for Keltash, so you probably don't even notice that it's getting a little bit late as you're kind of just peeking around the room. Are you guys looking into anything or just hanging
I want
out?
to check.
I
the
don't want to
fireplace.
piss off the ghost, so I'm
I
not.
want to
touching
look at what's
anything.
on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go take a look at his chest over here.
Roll an investigation check for the floor. Roll an investigation check for the chest. As you go over and open the chest, and it's just open.
And the
I got a
fire-
nat
I think it's
20
just open. Let me look.
Ooh,
Got a
nice.
natural 20. All right. Let's see. Yeah, the chest is just open. Okay, so Meridius, you bend down and kind of pick at the floor a little bit and pick a piece off, and you kind of smell it, and it smells like some type of maybe chemical type of explosion might have happened here.
Does it look like the bear rug was moved or messed with?
I'm standing on it right now too.
Well, you fucked it up.
I mean, if you just roll an investigation check, if you're checking the bear rug, so
You said I had to roll it
I'm checking the
to check
fireplace.
the
Yes.
open.
no,
But
not
it's
to
open?
open. It is open. Just roll an investigation too, as you're going through the stuff in
It
it.
was a pretty
Big old
bad roll.
5.
A pretty bad roll myself. I got an 11.
All
I'm gonna
right.
roll in.
A 5. There's a bunch of like robes and stuff in there, and you kind of shuffle around the
You're looking
robes,
through her
and you're just like,
closet.
"Psst, there's just clothes in here."
You're looking through her closet.
Somebody needs to upgrade their taste.
They're probably dead. Don't judge her.
And then I walk over to this other bookshelf over here.
Okay.
I'm kind
So,
of running my hands on this
just roll-
fireplace.
Roll another investigation as you're doing that. Ziri, what was your investigation of the rug?
11.
11. Okay, so I mean, just pretty straightforward. The dust on the floor that you noticed, it looks like the rug has not been moved. As you kind of pick the rug up a little bit, you can see where the dust kind of ends, and the rug, as you drop it back down, the dust on the bear's, fur kind of just comes up in the air a little bit.
Oh, great. Here, I'm gonna roll real quick. Okay, I got a 10 for allergies.
I think you're fine. 10 is good.
Okay.
Well,
As I'm
As
checking
you-
the fireplace.
As you're sneezing, I walk over to you and be like, man, this dust must be unbearable. and then I walk away again.
Oh, you
I
rolled
laugh.
you rolled an
I
8
love
on the
it.
bookshelf.
I
I
touch a
love-
talon. I touch a talon against your ankle as you walk by.
I stop looking at the fireplace. Like I was going to try to investigate, but I just stop and just start laughing.
Guys,
So,
I'm trying to do a
on
serious
the,
investigation here.
On the bookshelf,
Yeah, on this
you just
bookshelf,
kind of
rolled an
you
eight.
just there's some like beakers and vials and stuff. You just kind of pick at them and you're just like, man, there's nothing interesting here, and kind of move on past.
I go and check this other bookshelf and see if they have some hot romance novels.
Okay.
Oh, do you
There's-
say that out loud?
There's some books
No.
there and some various items. So just roll an investigation as you're.
God, man, I am
I'm
just.
going to
I am a
notice that
detective.
Meridius is looking at something on the floor, and I'm going to go over there
Wow.
and see what
I'm a
Meridius is
fucking
looking.
detective.
Who's the opposite of
I'm
Sherlock?
I got 19.
19. Okay.
I'm
So
searching for the hot goss.
That's how you
I'm
do
gay.
it, Regan. 19.
I'm over here being Mr. Magoo investigating over here.
not fun. So
Are you an Ace
Ziri,
Ventura?
you find over there on the shelf, you find a +1 alchemy station and a
Dang.
vial of dragon's blood.
Wow.
I take both.
Let's go. Dang. I wanna go
What
back
was
to this
the plus
fireplace.
It's an alchemy station.
+1 alchemy station. Okay. I turn around to Meridius and I'm like, they were fucking with some shit.
So Mordecai, you kind of come over next to Meridius and was talking to him. Is that what you said? You come over here.
Yeah, I noticed that he's over there looking at something on the floor, so I go over to see what he's kind of caught his attention.
All right. I think divine sense lasts for a minute, doesn't it? It
It lasts until my next turn.
I whispered to
So it's
Inora.
only 6 seconds.
It says you detect
Divine
in
sense.
until the end of your
Have
next.
you got your bearings back yet? Did I walk out the room?
But I can cast it again.
You can, yeah, you can cast it any.
I seriously question how I got stuck in this adventuring party.
This is unbearable. Will you cut it out? I'm tired of
I
it.
I come back over here and I'll be like, man, you are quite
Yeah,
the
it is just
barbarian.
6 seconds. Yeah. Okay.
No, that's sorry. That got me good.
So as you guys are kind of just searching around the room and stuff,
I mean, the
it
clowns are clowning.
I'm on the
slips
floor.
later in the evening, and Mordecai walks over to Meridius, and what are you asking him?
I'm like, hey, looks like something has garnered your interest. What are you looking at here?
Well, from the looks of things and the pattern on the floor, somebody was mixing chemicals at this table and had I guess a mishap. Something blew up.
Meridius looks. Mordecai looks there and stands up, looks around the room, looks back at the burnt place, and says, "Yes, it looks like somebody went out with a bang."
I turn around.
I leave the
I turn around
room.
and say, "Do you
Ziri,
think they
before
were
you
using
leave,
barium?"
You actually see a book laying under the bed.
Oh, I grab the book.
Wait. Zir, I look over at Ziri. She's trying to go, and I say, just bear with us. I'm sorry.
I will eat you. I will eat you in your sleep.
All right, so you pick up the book, and as Mordecai is saying this, and they're joking around, you start reading through this book a little bit, and it seems to be a journal, and it's in a very very fancy, delicate type of handwriting. The journal has several entries where it's talking about her following someone who she abbreviates the name as CV. There's several entries of this. I saw CV again today, and he looked as marvelous as ever. And then it talks about, I saw CV was at the bar today with his friends, and I didn't want to bother them. They were having so much fun, and it just goes on and on. And then there's this entry about where she starts professing her love for the CV, and where she approaches him and professes her love, and she's like, I don't know what happened. He laughed at me, and I didn't know what to do, so I ran away. And as you're reading that part of it, you look over and you see Meridius. You're looking at Mordecai, and about the time Mordecai says that she went out with a bang, this spectral thing
Great job.
kind of appears.
Your fucking joke awakened a ghost.
Zoinks!
And
Scooby-Doo, where are
Don't
you?
joke. Ghost low level are deadly.
so you see Meridius, you see this thing just spectral, kind of, you see through. It looks like a woman, like with her hair just kind of flowing in the wind, and her dress kind of. And before you can even say anything, she reaches into Mordecai, like
Fucking
into his
called it.
back.
I
Why
fucking
the
called
devil
it.
man? Oh wait, that makes sense.
I guess you can say trouble is brewing.
All right, Mordecai.
I will go to Texas. I am close enough.
Mordecai, I will let you. You're gonna roll for a save on being possessed at the start of the next session. So we're gonna end it with
Oh, you.
I will exorcise those demons.
that. All right, so we'll end it there since it's almost 1 o'clock here. So
Damn.
and we'll come back
Things
next
are
time
about
to
get
see
real grisly, huh?
see if Mordecai can use that rusty dagger.
Nope.
I told you to put it away, motherfucker.
I did put it away.
At least he's around the guy with the armor. Can't really pierce him.
All right, well, we got a late start, but we did get through some content there, so that was pretty good.
I was gonna say if I turn off Keltash's light, he'd barely be able to see. So that's all I got. I'm done.
No, that's amazing. That is amazing.
You had
So,
about 12 bear jokes.
Where is you need to be a
Listen,
bard.
I guess you can say I was
Hey.
qualified for these jokes.
Oh, man.
I got it. Dang, that's next level.
That was
You
good.
could say
That was
Ziri
good.
and Stanasi are polar opposites.
It keeps going.
I get it because Polar is bear and the bear rug. I get it. It's funny because bear.
Returns to the camera like in The Office.
Ziri really wants to claw my eyes out.
No.
That is true.
Well. Wow.
It'll be much more fun when she tastes your eyes.
Jesus.
Jelly.
All right, so I guess we'll end it there, and we will come back next time to see what happens, and hopefully we'll see everybody then. Thanks for the subs and the bits and all the views, and hope everybody enjoyed it. So we'll be back on 2 weeks from tonight. So, and we're working on, me and Clam worked on Saturday's session stuff, so we'll be starting that hopefully at the beginning of February. So and that'll be on Saturdays, opposite weeks. So, all right. So
I'm gonna sing.
yeah, let's sing. All right. So sing us out, Stevie.
Goodbye.
Just look for the
everybody, and have a-
bare necessities, the
necessities,
simple bare
bare
necessities. That's all.
We now have the name of the title of the episode. Bare necessities.
I mean the bare necessities. That's all of bare necessities. With